filter
Yeah.
things. What are they? Are they quite good or not?
They're light years ahead of tap water, but compared to what, like say tap water's here, the Brita water might be here, carbon block might be here, reverse osmosis up here, distilled, and then you've got Kangen and all these different things. There's all, you'll get research to tell you one's great, one's not, one's with minerals, one's not, and there's so much controversial stuff. But at the end of the day, if you drink good quality filtered water, now in Northern Ireland, don't know about the UK, but in Northern Ireland we don't have any chlorine or fluoride in our water, because I actually rang the water board and spoke to them. I actually had the opportunity to spend 3 weeks in LA last year, and the water was so full of chemicals. Even when we were pouring it, I do not have a good sense of smell. The water was absolutely disgusting. You wouldn't wash your feet in it. It's that bad. They poured it into a Brita jug, and after it sat for a while and I drank it, it actually tasted like it was okay. So I think it works reasonably well, and it's going to be a lot better than tap water. So if you can, again, first thing in the morning, if you go to the toilet and there's any colour in your urine, that's fine, but the deeper the colour, the more you're dehydrated. But if you just went now and there's any colour in your urine whatsoever, you're dehydrated. Unless you're taking the B vitamin, and it's the B vitamin riboflavin. So if you're taking it, it'll turn, it's like those multivitamins, some have it, and they'll turn your urine like it's like colour covered, like bright day glow yellow. But it doesn't matter how much water you drink, it's going to do that. But it's just an easy way. If you're not taking the B vitamin riboflavin and you go to the toilet, if there's any colour in it, you're dehydrated. And it's something that you can teach to it's something you can easily teach to your children. If anybody who has children, just if your urine's coloured, drink more water. And this is just one thing. I remember years ago when I actually just took the coat. And it's like Udo Rasmus said, may the understanding of health be the starship of the next generation, and may the worship of disease die with us. Our entire, and this is the ridiculous name called health system, because it's not a health system, it's got nothing to do with health. It's our disease management system. And they worship it, and the doctor is God. Like if I worked with somebody who had a serious illness that was told they were terminal, I worked with that person and they lived for a year, and the dad would say, that guy doesn't know what he's doing, the guy died. But if the doctor pumps him full of drugs and chemicals, and he dies a month later, they go, oh, the guy's a hero, he did all he could for him. And like the way people think about their health, the thing is, people think that health is so complicated that they have to trust their health to a doctor. Your doctor knows very little about health. He's an amazing understanding of all the different names for diseases. And do you know what doctors love to do? They love to give you a label. It's like, it's only out of the choice of the list we have. There's nothing like, well, you know what, actually you're just feeling a bit down, go and actually exercise, eat some proper food, do stuff. We live in a culture where it is like a pill for every ill. And that is now normal, but it's not natural. And just one last thing is the state of your life is not more than a reflection of your mind. All disease starts in your mind. And this is where you get sick, by the patterns, by the thoughts, by the things you focus on, by the stories you tell yourself, by your past experiences and all the different things. And it's strange, I'll tell you a story, a very interesting story, and some people are probably going to have to go in and Calvin's going to want to speak, but I was actually driving down the south with a guy one day in the car, and I was talking to him about different cars, and he said he had a Ferrari. And the thing that amazed me was that he wanted to make sure that everything was perfect about that car. He would want to buy the best oil, and he would want to get the best person to look at it and make sure it was right in every way. And the thing that amazed me was that, it would be, say oil that would have cost, say for example it was £10 a litre, he would be happy to spend £10 a litre of oil in a car. But to me, you couldn't put a price on the value of your health. And yet, you'd probably find that when they're buying oil for themselves, they spend more money on the oil for the car than they would on the oil that they would want on. I just thought that was a bizarre thing that people think of, but they do. And it's not that anybody's doing right or anybody's doing anything wrong. It's just we've been so conditioned by the adverts. And this is how, when you do hypnosis, you want to hypnotize people. What do? You get a big image. You make it very big and very bright so you fully capture their attention. You bring up the sound, get them to associate the feelings, and bring in the emotion. and then at the peak of that emotion, when it looks so lovely, to start flashing this product all the time, and then to say things, but because you're worth it, which means that, you know, you obviously don't value yourself if you aren't prepared to buy our product. And it's all a cultural hypnosis. I mean, that stuff out there, it's a multi-billion dollar industry. Marketing, pharmaceuticals and all that stuff. They're not out there to promote your health, they're out there to get as much money as they possibly can in the shortest period of time and to keep you coming back as a repeat customer. And that's just the way it is. And there's no point trying to fight the system. You just have to become much more conscious and ethical in your decisions. Decisions that affect our health, that affect our environment. And we live in this big one-room schoolhouse, and you can't do something to the side of it and not think that it's not going to affect somewhere else at a later date. But the thing is, they think that the stuff here, they're far away from it. But the world's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. There's now over 7 billion people on the planet. And there's enough food to feed the world completely organically. And there's enough for everybody's need. But there's not enough for everybody's greed. And there's so many people and they're hoarding and they're getting caught up in all this fear-based thinking. And we have to stop that. We have to find ways to actually be ethical about all the decisions. You know, can you buy something that's closer, that's in season, that's natural, that's organic? Or do you want to buy the quick glow-in-the-dark solution that's half the price, but you know you're actually in the long term you're digging a grave for yourself? Because that's where we're headed. And the planet is at the point, seriously, at complete overwhelm, where if we don't turn this thing around very, very soon, we're actually never going to make it as a species. The chances of us being here in 50 years' time is very, very slim if we continue with the patterns and lifestyles we're leading. It's just not possible and not doable. So on that note, what I was going to do is we'll bring this part of the conclusion, and maybe Cabell could